Hey guys, how's it going? Today I was figuring out to just do another update since we got a whole lot of parts in for the wagon here. So we're gonna get started on the whole 5-speed swap. I got my brakes in finally. This is the 5-speed transmission out of a version 2 STI I'm going with, which you guys probably saw that in the unboxing video. These are the brakes I'm going with. I just got these off eBay for an 06 WRX because those came with the 4 pots I got here that are going on, and these rotors are just toast. And they came with these brake motive ceramic pads. So we've tried out the brake motive stuff before and it seems pretty good. You know, we're all about, trying out new stuff and seeing what stuff actually works as far as, like, cheap eBay parts. So that'll be pretty good. And I got all new sway bar bushings for all the way around the car. I also got end links. The rear main seal is leaking really bad on mine, so while we have the tranny out, we're going to do that. Obviously new ball joints, because the ones on there now are shot. And the ball joints are the same from Imprezas or Legacies and all that, so there's no problem fitting them in those hubs. I already test fitted it. So I decided to go with a XTD clutch. This is like a stage 2 exity knockoff, basically, off eBay. It was like $100 without a flywheel, and it's supposed to be stage 2, so it's good to like 300 horsepower, which will be plenty for what I'm doing. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna reach. I think it was like 300 horsepower or 350 horsepower or something like that, and 360 foot-pounds of torque, which is way more than I'm going to put out. So it should be pretty good. I've tried out some eBay brands before, like, Clutchmaster and stuff, or eClutchmaster, and those have been pretty good. We've had several of those in our cars, and they all seem to work pretty good. So I'm excited to test out this XTD Stage 2. I just bought it for an 02 to 05 WRX, even though this is a version 2 STI, so it's from a 1995 STI. It's pull style, so it's just like, it takes the same clutch kit as an 02 WRX basically, so it makes getting parts really cheap and easy. Let's see, what else did I get? I just cleaned out the car because we're going to be crawling under it quite a bit, and so I didn't want to just get all dirty and everything. Alright, so these are all the Master Pro end links I got from O'Reilly's. They worked. I mean, the OEM ones are just like 10 times the price, so I'm not doing that. I did get my pedals in, so these are 2003 WRX wagon pedals. There might be a little modification I got to do to some of these holes to get them to mount up to the firewall just perfectly. But 03s, have a cable throttle too, so I got the gas pedal as well. It's underneath here. So I'll have 3 matching badass pedals. This is the old clutch kit that came with the transmission, so I'm going to actually resurface that flywheel at O'Reilly's and reuse that. This is the cool little 5-speed STI shift knob I got. It was real cheap. This is the shift linkage. I've got my Stop Tech braided brake line kit, and also a Cartboy shifter kit. Oops, as it falls out of there. Might as well, I have to replace it anyway, so might as well spend a little bit extra money and get the good stuff. So I put one of those on my mom's car and it felt amazing. But this is the hydraulic clutch setup I got. It's basically the full setup out of it has a slave on it as well, but it's a push style slave, so I can't use it anyway. But I really only need the hard lines and the master, so I'm gonna see what I can do about getting this to work. I might have to chop this down a little bit to get it to fit in under my intercooler, but Other than that, it's pretty much all the same. I'll just have to bolt this to the tranny right here. And that'll be good. And let's see. I might be using this Megan Racing Wishbone if Forrest lets me. He didn't use it on his. And it's just kind of laying around. I mean, it looks almost identical to the OEM one. So I'm not sure if they'll use it or not. But it's going to be a lot of work. First, we got to strip everything out. We got to get all 4 hubs off and all the axles out, transmission, rear diff, driveline, freaking everything. So I got to pull the intercooler off. I got to do a whole lot of stuff to prep it before any of these goodies get to go in the car. So you guys will see update videos on that. I'm going to kind of record everything as we go. So if anybody is doing a 5-speed swap, they can kind of get an idea of how easy it is. It's really not too big of a deal on these cars. I am going to do it the easy way and just leave the TCU in the car. You can take the TCU out of the car if you have to jump a couple wires basically to unlock the key and, you know, make sure that make the car think it's in park and not freak out on you. So I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just, because on these cars you don't really have to. You can actually unbolt the shift selector from the side of the transmission and then just tuck it away in the engine bay, and you'll see you can just basically make it think it's in park all the time and wire up your neutral switch and your reverse lights, which the wiring is already on the transmission there, so I just got to extend them out to the brake lights in the back, and we'll go through all that, show you guys how to do that. But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe and watch this build, just hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.